Hi, everybody. I'm Jacob Angelakis. Welcome back to Astral Irma. Today, I'm going to talk about karma, perception, agreements, frequency, points of attention, and all of the good stuff. Because people ask me sometimes, how do I get free from karma? And the answer is actually really simple. You get free from it by not even subscribing to the idea of it in the first place. Okay? Because everything is an idea, and the moment you make an agreement with that agreement becomes your perception. Perception is what creates your reality. So if you're holding on to the idea that karma is real, if you're holding on to the idea that you owe something or that you have to pay something, then you've basically signed a contract with that frequency. And now your perception will build a reality around you that proves that karma is real. Not because it's a cosmic law, but because you, as a point of attention of source, chose to perceive it that way. Okay? This is the thing that people miss. The entire universe is built upon perception and agreement. There's no real laws except the ones we make and the ones we agree to collectively. And once enough people agree to something, it solidifies into what we call reality. Because reality is just agreements stacked upon agreements. Okay? Families are agreements, religions are agreements, governments are agreements. Everything's an agreement in perception. And karma is just another one of those agreements. And because so many souls agree to it, karma became a collective thought form. It feels real because everybody plugged into the matrix agrees that it's real. But if you step out of that agreement, it loses power over you. It cannot bind you if you do not consent to it. So if you want to be free from karma, stop playing the game of karma. Stop agreeing with the story that you owe anything. Stop identifying as somebody who has to work through lessons lifetime after lifetime. You remember that you are not here to fix yourself. You're here to create yourself. It's all about who you are becoming. That's the shift. You go from living like a debtor in some cosmic bank account to living like source, having an experience. And the reason I'm covering this is because there's so many extraterrestrials that subscribe to the idea of karma. And there are so many people that get soul looped and trapped after death and trapped in the reincarnation cycle because they agree, they have a belief system, their subconscious believes in the idea of karma. Okay? But you are source. You're not some student being graded by some higher authority. You are the higher authority. And this is exactly what I've been talking about. And, the gatekeepers, you are the gatekeeper. Okay? Just don't gatekeep anybody. Or do. Whatever you think. I mean, I don't know. You are the one projecting into the space as a point of attention. So you decide. And this is where it gets deep. A point of attention is just that. It's a fragment of infinite source consciousness choosing a perspective. Okay? Choosing a set of agreements. Choosing a set of perceptions. And then reality collapses around that choice. So when you think karma is real, when you think choosing a karmic perspective, well, that becomes your experience. When you let go of that idea, stepping into your sovereignty, you collapse a completely different reality around you. So it always comes back to ideas and agreements. The system wants you to subscribe to certain ideas because if you agree with them, you generate the reality that feeds the system. Karma is one of those biggest ones because it keeps you looping. If you believe you owe debts, you will keep reincarnating to pay them off. Not because you have to, but because you believe you have to. And the beings who manage this reincarnation grid know this. They present you with a life review. They play on your guilt. They say, look at what you did wrong. You need to go back and fix it. And most souls say yes, agreement. And now you're back in the loop. But once you see the mechanism, you can step out of it. You can say, no thanks, I do not subscribe to that idea anymore. All contracts are void. All debts are void. I am sovereign. I am free. And because you believe it with your higher self, collapses reality around that belief. That is how you step off the wheel. And notice how things tie into everything else. Time itself is an agreement. Space is an agreement. Gravity is an agreement. Collective human identity is an agreement. The moment you realize this, you stop asking what the rules are and you start asking which rules you actually want to play by. So let me bring it back. Karma is not a law. Karma is an idea, and the only real reason it works is because you agree with that idea. The way out is stop agreeing, to stop identifying with a version of you that is bound by it, to step into the version of you that is free. Because you are not here to pay debts. You are not here to fix mistakes. You are here to explore, to create, to expand. That is the actual design of Source, to see itself from every possible angle. Karma is just one of those angles. If you're done with it, you drop it. You pick up another. Both are valid, but only one gives you freedom. So remember this, you are a point of attention of infinite Source. Your perception is your reality. Your agreements are your limits. If you change the idea you're agreeing to, you change the entire game. That's the way out of karma. Stop subscribing, stop paying, stop looping. Remember who you are and create from that. Create from that, and then you are free. Not later, not in the next life, but right now. I do one-on-one sessions. If you're interested, look me up on Patreon. Email me at astrolerma@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.